Hi everyone. Hey Kara. Just waiting for. Hi attend. Hey Fanny. Hello. Hi Fanny.
Sorry, I'm not able to hear you. It might be from my end, not really from your side. Yeah, now I can hear you now. That was an issue with my headset. Sorry about that, guys. Morning, Fanny. Nice to see you again in this session. Meanwhile, we still have quite a few minutes. Um, can you just try sharing your screen? Hi, Kara. Please feel free to speak. We have like we still have like such a short group today. I think the microphone is off, so that's why. Um,
Yeah. Let me share my screen. You are able to see my screen, right?
yes.
You should be able to see my slides as well.
I'm still waiting for it to load. I can the one that I can see now, funny, would be Windows. Actually, the meeting screen itself. So I'm not able to see your slides yet.
Yeah, let me reshare.
Thank you. Where are you joining us from, Kyra? If I may ask.
Yeah, I'm joining from office, but it's my personal network from my laptop.
I meant
So
Kyra itself.
you are able to see the slides, right?
I can see the PowerPoint view, not the slideshow view.
The PowerPoint view. That's what, right? So this
No,
is the one.
it's the mic PowerPoint itself, not the slideshow.
Yeah. So I'll make the slideshow now. Now you are able to see.
No. Do you have dual screen?
I have a single monitor, single screen in my laptop, only my laptop. Let me reshare. You should be able to see, right?
Once you click on share screen, so you just select
It's
the entire
asking me
screen,
to
right?
select a tab to share. One is the Chrome tab, window, and entire screen.
Yeah, you're choosing the entire screen, right?
Entire screen. Also share system audio. No, entire share is not enabling for me. Windows, I am able to. Yeah. Can you see
Okay,
now?
yes, perfect, funny.
Yes, perfect. Yeah.
But then you probably when you're going to share, I'm not sure why it is not allowing you to share the entire screen. It should. Let me see. I'm adding you as a moderator as well. Can you try again now? Can you try to share the whole screen so that way when you shift from a web browser to
Now
you're
I
on
got
mute.
the pop-up. Now I got the pop-up to enable that one. Yeah. Now I should be able to share your screen.
Perfect. Perfect.
Oh no. Yes.
That's
Able to
good.
see my screen.
Yes.
Able to see my slides as well.
No, no, not yet. So you probably need to press the um, Alt tab so that you can change screen.
Oh, I'll do one thing. I just share the window then.
And then you probably have to reshare the other window for the UiPath Insights.
Yeah. Able to see my slides right now?
Just the slides, not the slideshow view.
Okay. So you are basically viewing my. Okay, I will do
Yeah,
a.
yeah, PowerPoint, Microsoft PowerPoint itself.
Yeah, I'll do a slide share. This should be fine, right?
Oh, yeah, so when you create a slideshow, it creates a different window.
Uh,
So you have to share another window.
Sorry about that.
No worries. This is what the prep time is for.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sharing now the entire screen.
Okay. Can you press Alt Tab?
Yeah, I'm on Alt tab, and now you should see
Tab
my
again. Once, once more. There.
there. Right.
That's what we're seeing now. We're seeing the slideshow now. We're not seeing the
Yes.
PowerPoint window. Yeah. So now we're seeing the PowerPoint window.
Yeah, you want the slideshow, right? Oh, okay, got
Yes,
it, got
that's
it.
right.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, Aditya. Good morning.
You should be able to see the PowerPoint window, no?
Yes, that's right.
Slideshow. Yeah.
Right.
All right.
That's great. All right. Thanks. Thank you for joining, especially for the early birds. Thank you, Kara. Thank you, Aditya. We are going to still wait for about 2 to 3 minutes before we start. We have about 50 people registered for this event, so we're probably hoping for at least half of it to join. So yeah, we'll just um put, I'll just put myself on mute and just wait for the others to other attendees to join. Meanwhile, you can take maybe the 2 to 3 minutes to maybe make a coffee or or, or yeah, so from some toilet break or something. Hi, Kerry. Good morning. I was just telling the other attendees that we're going to wait for about 2 to 3 minutes before we actually start. So, yeah. Hi, Arinze. It's yeah, it's unfortunate that the attendees' microphones are off. Let's well, when we do the next one, Fanny, let's make let's see the let's see how we can actually make the all of their microphones on so that yeah, it can be
Yeah. Basically, like it's from
interactive.
the path. Yeah, which
That's
should
right. That's right.
enable. Yeah.
My what I can do, Fanny, is I just wanted to ask. Um. We were so just for everyone's benefit as well. We were actually planning what events we would actually do in in the past few weeks. So Fanny and I thought like last week we did an AI center. And this week we do insights. So Fanny, from your thoughts, why? I mean, we know how important insights and analytics are. But let's say from your thoughts, what 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 was a driver on why you decided to talk about UiPath Insights? Like, do you see other people not really being able to fully leverage the capabilities or something?
Right. Yes. So insights is very important stuff. Like from the business perspective, like what for even for a business side, when they want to have a report automatically generated based upon their bots which are running, and they have they if they want to keep the track of their Bots, what the success percentage is a failure, or if that's I think insights nothing but a dashboard type. There will be multiple widgets there, and which gives the analytic analysis all the bots which they are own. Not only them, they can also highly dependent on the insight stuff, because practically to say insights is built on orchestrator. And orchestrator in the sense where the all bots are deployed the same time. The insights is built on the top of orchestrator such that it pulls the data directly from the orchestrator database, right? So
That's
that's
right.
why we have a high impact of the data analysis. If anyone wants to have the data analysis within seconds, we can have the insights in place, because insights is the real time data which we get. And this mainly used for the use case with respect to the business people,
That's
who
right.
are the business analysts, and who are in analytical background, like who are having the a role of having both, who are maintaining, working with customers and or the clients, and who are managing the reports, particularly
That's right.
in a RPS space. Yeah.
Yeah, even while you were speaking, yeah, Kyra and Aditya actually like put something in the chat that yeah, from their side they're actually using still mix of Power BI and Insights. So also Aditya from his end would be Kibana and Elasticsearch. So yeah, I think yeah, this is really good topic to have chosen. Right.
Right.
I think we can start. It's 11:05.
Yes.
So once again, yeah, thank you everyone for joining today's session. And yeah, let's do it.
Right. Let's kickstart now. So insights is nothing but, as I said earlier, we need to measure the impact of your automation strategy. So mainly the dashboards and widgets which you're trying to build automatically without any human intervention. There are some templates which are defined already defined by the UiPath. So these templates mainly uh, are basically whatever you look into orchestrator, like the processes or the queues or the robot machines, so on what is so all this kind of KPIs which you can handle yourself within insights. You can customize them and project them to the business team. Okay, let me go to this one. So myself, Funny Kiran, I am a senior RP engineer and manager at KPMG. And basically, I'm having a 15 plus experience in IT, and currently handling multiple projects as a developer or a senior developer or a manager. Yeah. So Yasin, you can please proceed with your
To
introduction.
introduce myself, my name is Sean. So I'm based in Melbourne. Currently, I'm in Manila. Yeah, so I work for a distributor. So I have a distributor called named Ingram Micro. So so yeah, so I'm the solutions architect there and working with the partners, silver um, authorized in gold partners to actually help them be able to traverse across the different partner tiers and be able to help support them on their UiPath requirements. So yeah, that's what I do. Um, yeah, and once again, I think I'd like to thank everyone for joining today's session. I'd like to thank Fanny as well for being the speaker on this, and he will be walking us through UiPath Insights, as well as he will actually give us a demo on how we're actually able to enable UiPath Insights in our UiPath automation cloud and be able to show us some of the dashboards in some of the if not really the full dashboards of the images that he managed to create, that actually shows how the dashboards look like accordingly. So yeah, without further ado, Funny, thank you so much, and then yeah, please proceed.
Yes. So here is agenda. Today we'll go through the insights overview and what are the current industry or challenges, and what's the problem solution for that one, and what are the insights key features, and followed by a live demo. But it's not a live demo. Like what are the demo we already because it's like hardly to get that customer data to get on to our enterprise insights. So just I can go through the some of the screenshots or slides or some of the videos on that one. Yeah. So here is the thing. Like Sean, can you go ahead with this one slide if you.
All right, you can unmute. All right. So, what before we start about talking about the UiPath Insights, primarily we wanted to highlight that when we talk about UiPath itself in general, we don't just have an RPA platform anymore. We don't just have UiPath Studio. We don't have robots only, and we don't have orchestrator only. We actually have a full end-to-end business automation platform for an enterprise automation. Typically, when we talk about excuse me, when we talk about automation and basically an automation strategy, we would want to have um, different capabilities, not just only on the automation perspective, but we wanted to be able to help discover the processes that we would want to automate. And that's where the first pillar is basically for you to be able to uncover opportunities for processes and task improvements, as well as help you be able to identify the highest the processes, the applications that would give you the highest ROI. Um, the discover pillar. We also have an automate pillar, which basically helps you be able to perform automation on the processes that you've discovered. So, and this is not just through low-code development, you're but also being able to leverage user interface and API automation as well, with the use of Webpack Orchestrator. Oh, you're able to process your orchestrate processes, robots, and in the studio as well. You also have intelligent document processing involved, as well as being able to leverage the latest natural language processing and AI and machine learning models. And this is not just the ones that are inbuilt. You're also able to bring in custom models that you create. Of course, these are the two things that we wanted to be able to ensure that we are able to continuously operate um, with with a enterprise grade solution. So you actually have the capability of leveraging analytics, which is UiPath Insights. You're able to leverage UiPath Suite in terms of continuous testing to make sure that your automation actually is working as expected, and not just on automation space, but also mobile testing, application testing, and so on. You also have unified management and governance to be able to actually help you administer role-based access control and be able to see which accesses that are available and have been provisioned. So those things. Last but not the least, let's talk about flexible deployment, right? With UiPath, you're not limited to just building your automation on-prem or on cloud. You have the option and flexibility to actually be able to choose a hybrid approach as well. So this is mainly related to UiPath Business Automation Platform, a platform that you're actually able to use, and which will be able to provide scale and robust governance for your organizations. Next slide, please.
Yeah. Okay. Let me go through this one slides. So, what is UiPath Insights? Insights in like it's like about these are the powerful embedded and end-to-end analytic solutions. Okay, and if you see my slide here, we have the processes. Like this is a simple slide, like which is already built in inside by which is already built by UiPath, and it shows me some of the key things here. What is the money saved, and what is the time saved, and what is the goal. So I will just go through the in the later part of the actual data which I have. So this for the slide presentation, like what is the productivity and so on. So what are the things whichever we want to handle with respect to the dashboards or in widget, like we can customize them, and we are showing everything in the form of insights. Okay, so we are not only measuring the reports and aligns, but also tracking. We are also tracking the health and performance of the infra level, mainly on the infra side. What is mainly because most of the issues will be from the infra side. We don't know how the infra configuration burst out. Sometimes, uh, mm, like the even if you want to know that tackle the robot accuracy, like what is the capacity, what is the last reboot time, and what is the RAM. So all things can be automatically based upon the robots. We can just visualize them in insights. Okay, so like these are the important factors why insight has come in place. Like there are seamlessly visibility into business outcomes, custom defined metrics, uh, key performance indicators, shareable dashboards. I will come across that one when we go through the demo. So how we send out, because these are these are the actually after we ourselves prepare a dashboards, customized dashboards, or we can automatically send out to the customer, or means the insights auto notifies the customer based upon the email ID. So that's what, like, we have the shareable dashboards in Insights, and that's what I told, that like this Insights is directly embedded on the top of Orchestrator. Means it pulls the data automatically without any time lag in case of cloud, but in case of on-premise Insights, we will be having a little delay of time of pulling the data from the database. Right. So there was one more thing, like some of the calculations which we already also do in case of building some kind of this dashboards, which we call as customized dashboards. So and it involves like if I want to calculate the success percentage of particular bot at particular time, then what is the formula involved? Like I will take the number of successful jobs by job processed at that particular interval. So these are all things which we'll cover in the further slides and in demo. Right. So what are the current challenges for every organization? Like why insights is important in those scenarios? Uh, operations team mainly like they have limited visibility of what the bot is working on. As a developer or from the or the business side, as a developer, we can know what the bot is performing and what is the results which are getting either from the database or through any other means. But from the operation side, they don't know when the bot runs, they just visualize the reports. Not only the customized reports, but also they need to have a glance of one dashboard with them, such that they can just look what is this, whether the bot has run successful or it's a failure. So likewise, these are the things like why the current challenges which we have in our current system, like undefined and inaccurate metrics to the defined success, inability to hostility communicate the business impact and value to stakeholders. Like there was a particular system, a particular time where we are unable to explain to the stakeholders real impact of how whether if their bot has been there was any problem with respect to the bot if it's not running. So this kind of widgets or dashboards will really help them to understand that, yeah, this is a scenario for success scenarios or the failure scenarios for a bot happening on it may be a particular interval, it may be per seconds we can generate a report, or for it based upon the whatever the time we define in the insights. Okay. All right, so this is the thing, overall architecture, like how the insights is built. So this is the orchestrator we have. Okay, and insights is built on the top of the orchestrator. And what are the key factors which we generally look in insights? So like here we mainly these are the operation data points. These are all the data points, like money saved, time saved, and process outcomes. What is the duration, what is the success rate, and utilization of the bots, and what utilization, license utilization, and errors. If what are the errors that happened on the particular bot or particular process, and what are the ROIs. Okay. uh, if these are all the things which the things like these are the things which business there are things which we segregate either to the business operational performance. This is a chart which we this is a dashboard which operation teams generally look out. If there is a business impact, so business team will take care of means there are some kind of notifications which sent to the business team based upon if there is a business exception or a system exception. Those all things can be monitored in case of a dashboard in Insights, right? So that's what these are all the things which we generally go across in Insights. These are the futures, mainly the simple setup. It's a simple setup either in on-premise. In on-premise, just we install Orchestrator. On the top of it, we install the Insights. Okay, and the same way, but in cloud, automatically we can get that in the cloud version. And mainly, like there are alerts, smart alerts, which are notified to the business users. Okay, all the analytical data, and we have the dynamic dashboards, also the machine learning, like machine learning in the sense it was inside the Insights itself. There was some logic behind where it auto populates the what are all the necessary success percentage. Means there are inbuilt calculations which are happening inside the Insights, where we can also toggle them, like we can also modify them based upon our requirement. Yeah, that's what KPIs are very important. For every KPI, I need to have a success percentage of all the bots which are run past 15 days. So that is one of the KPI to start simple way. So historical trends, yes, this is very important. If I want to have the historical trends of very the data means which I run last year to this year, and I want to compare the data. So that all things can be happen inside the Insight tool. And shareable reports. That's what which is it, like, alerts are the shareable reports which will be auto generated, and they can be shared in PDF format to the business users. So let me go to the demo now. So let me orchestrate it directly. All right. Soon you were able to see my screen, right? Just for a checking here.
We're having a hard time pressing the unmute button. Yes, we're able to see it, Funny.
Yeah, sure. So on the cloud perspective, so here is the thing. This is an enterprise edition I have, and I just installed on my laptop. And just if I see here, there is an option called uh, Insights under the Operate tab. So
Funny
here's the thing.
for everyone, for those who don't have that option, right? Can you show them how to enable insights in the by the services by the admin tab?
Yeah, sure. That's fine. So let me go to the home directly and go to the admin tab. Okay, and go to the settings. I think it's default on the cloud. They have enabled this Insights version because it's directly under the orchestrator. We have the Insights one. But in case of uh, on-premise stuff, they need to enable the Insights thing. Insights in the admin tab. Yep. But directly, in the we see that in the enterprise edition, they have already provisioned the AI Center automation ops. Not only that one, we have according to that more things, like we have Insights in place directly in the cloud version. Latest any evaluation enterprise edition which you install, it's having the direct Insights version on it with
Okay.
respect to cloud. Yeah. So let me go through this one. So I have the 5 different tabs here, and this is the one which is recently introduced in Insights. Like we, this is a real-time monitoring. I will go through each of the tab first. So in my dashboards, there will be nothing here. That means here these are the customized dashboards of your own. So you need to have an impersonate designer role in order to make your own dashboards. So how you are going to make your own dashboard in the sense? So let me go through this each of the tabs, see how you can go ahead navigate to each of them. Okay, so under tenant we don't have anything. Once we create the my dashboards, then we can get which tenant we have this dashboards. Okay, and organization is nothing but which organization. It's a simple thing, but these are not an important stuff. But the thing mainly we concentrate is on the templates, already pre-designed templates from the UiPath. Okay, so here is the thing, like we have the different templates here, and see we have the suppose if I go I want to go to the processes, like what are the processes which are run. So just click on this one. So I don't have any real-time data here, but I can go bring the actual slides, means PDF files which I have, where I can show what are the processes which are run. So coming to the processes, let me just share you the processes one. Here you go. So I want to see the list of processes which are run in the last 30 days, right? So this is a dashboard which it will be showing me that what are the processes ran in the last 30 days, number of processes run, and what is the average time they have taken for all the process to run for this 6,000 process, and what is the success percentage. Right. So here also, like we can customize. I have taken only the last 30 days. You can just take the last week, or it's on the daily basis also. So here is the thing, like it will show me the processes which are run, and it will show me the top processes which are run in the particular week. Okay. Like if I come down, we also have the data points where we have there are some where we get the top 10 processes which are faulted out. So those are all things which come in place. And what are the weekly runs? So just like visualization, pictorial graphs, it auto generates in the backend. Okay, and these are the error details. If you see, so on what on particular date, we can customize even the date and see what are the error which happened on particular level. So this all data is from the orchestrator, where actually whenever when all the process bots are running in attended or unattended mode. So those kind of scenarios, what is the major faults you can what are the process, which are the process faulted mostly. So those kind of analyzation can be done using this insights. Okay, so so that's what. We go to the slide now. So here is the thing. So as I said earlier, there are smart alerts available in Insights, and I want to generate successfully. I want to send this email to one of my business user and or customer, and just like we have a things like where we can share, like under the there was a video which I'll share across once this demo is done. So here is like things like we can directly email the report on based upon the frequency every day or thing. I need to send out this report to the actual business users without any station. Like I just schedule them and just we can send out to the stakeholders. And the thing is like mainly the key factors, as you see, like they are the success percentage of the bots, or the what are the completed jobs. So those all things like can be easily sent out to them. So if I the other third one is the as I told that there is an integrated ML auto integrated in the insights. So like it also gives mainly that ML language gives me the critical KPIs like the robots utilization. Okay, so we can also see the robot utilization. I do have the some of the PDFs with me. I'll share them after this slide. So the mainly key things like which we came across like Insights is built in 2019 version. It's from started at 2019 on the on-premise, and now we are in the cloud version with 2024, 2022.4, and like now this was come as 9th May as a latest release. So and there was one more top release which has come on Insights also. Like as I said earlier, on the Insights uh, we do have the real time monitoring of all the processes, queues, and real time machines. Okay, so without further delay, I just want to go through each of the uh, uh, dashboards which we have here. So let me go through the these are the processes which we have. Let me go to the queues. These are the UiPath defined inbuilt templates. So these are the transactions which have been completed for some of the my sample processes which I have, and I want to measure the last 14 days or 7 days. Like that, we can toggle here, or we can even customize the dates in between and see what are the transactions which have been completed, and what are the status. Like we can see the even that whether they have successful or they are being abandoned. So all things can be easily visualized here, and for day transactions how many have went for the queues, and if there are exceptions, those can be even monitored here. Likewise, like these are all the simple things like which we directly infer on the queues level, and if there are any exceptions on the queues, those are all the listed here. So this is a defined, already predefined one, but we can always like if I go here, there is things like we can even modify the uh, if I am an admin, since I'm a designer role, if I'm an admin, I can have one more option that I can change the formula behind and see what are the transaction status based upon you filter like only the successful ones like us. So these are easy to navigate in and around, and also you can change that transaction by date, or you transact by days. So all things can be formulas are there. Just you can just play around and just bring out your own data. Okay, so insights like mainly if you're following through the videos or everything, like there are some KPIs which we are already built and insights outside the market in the marketplace of your path. So those are really informative, like how you design your own business use case with respect to insights. Okay, in terms of analytical data. Okay, and so these are let me go through other things like I came to a process. Now I will go through the uh, robots, now robots and machines. So this is what how I look. Okay, means because I don't have any live data now, but I can definitely tell that. So what is the totalization of the robots? Okay, in hours, either it is attended or unattended or attended, and what is the robot utilization in case of uh, actual hours per day on the robot which ran a job. Okay, and not only this, like we can also see the per machine how many times per day what is utilization. So like also we have other things like a top 10 machines with errors and top 10 busiest machines by process name. and today's utilization breakdown. Okay, so not only this, we can just select because I don't have any machine here. That's why, if you have 100 of machines, you can just select that one and see what is the robot utilization on the particular host. Okay, so this is under the robots. Let me just go through the some of the business ROI copy. So this one is like one of the business user wants to have a report based upon the success percentage. What is bot having? Like he wants to have all the report which are where the bots what is the success percentage. So some criteria like what is the money saved. In those criteria, like this is an actual customized dashboard, which we can automatic, we can configure in our it backend and populate this data. Okay, so what is the hours saved and what is the money saved in case of dollars or in case of INR or any other currency, right? And money saved or process. So how we calculate them, and top 10 what are the top 10 processes which where there is a money saved. So those all things will come here, and what is the time saved. Okay, so this is a simple one for the thing. I have also the other stuff like the robots. So this is a thing. Like as I said, as we came across the robots, I have don't real data, but I have the sample data here. Like what are the I'm using attended bots here, and what is the so this is a graphs, pictorial graphs we can see infer from them that average utilization per day in case of attended and unattended. So this will tell me the top 10 business robots, if there are any errors, and why they are getting into errors. What is the percentage of errors which they have? Okay. So apart from this like also the utilization breakdown, but this is like highly technical. But coming across, we can just check whether what is the robot utilization of attended and unattended bots in this kind of in this dashboard. Okay. Uh, Let me go through the other thing. Yeah, I have one more use case where I want to see the bot failure reason. Okay, and between a particular period on particular machine on particular host. So here is like I have on that particular period there are 22 processes which are run, and what is the success rate, and what is the error, why they are erroring out. So those things can be captured inside the insights. Okay, this is for particular month data on particular host. Okay, and one more thing like yeah, I will come across this one later. So if I come across some one of the use case, if I want to take like a factory is there, and they want to list out all the processes which they have. They want to see the it means every employee can enter and see inside the insights what RPA acts as a robot, and see what happened in other areas of company to discover new opportunities. So these are the suppose a company is there, a factory industry is there, and they have many 200 processes which are automated and they are running on. So how can they see the real time as an end user, like what are the business users? Okay, so these are the things like in insights we can just project this one of the KPI here. Like so these are all the different processes they have, and these are the number of processes which they have in line. Means for this particular criteria they have 32 processes likewise. So these are the things key factory means in case of a robot factory, like what are the processes, like what is the economy. So means it's depend upon your own KPI. I'm just referring this as sample example, like what you can just bring out of insights here. And what is the technology, like what is a buyout time, means what is a cost they saved. And not only that one, the savings which they have done, like what are the different graphs here, which are sent to the maintenance, so evaluations, uh, what are the process, and yeah, this is a, like different KPIs which they have. I'm just referring to a sample example here. Not only this also this, like we have the pictorial view, what are the savings they have done on the full year basis, or the consolidated quarterly basis, or what is the net amount forecast for the particular time period. So those all things can be projected, means insights are insights automatically. Okay, so these are very simple things, like because we already have the UiPath built KPIs, we need to just customize them, tweak them, and just get the outcome of our desired one. That's it. So like also the main important factor, like there was one of the this is newly introduced, like what are the license consumption. This is very important in case of any organization, like how many bots, how many attended and how many unattended, what different type of licenses, like the studio, or what are the RP developer licenses, how many have been consumed. So the all things can be pictorially viewed under this insights. So these are the machines, and like what are the total number of machines, and what is the consumption. Okay, and not only this one, like it's based upon the I have selected means the I have taken the KPI based upon the selection of each of the machine. And here I'll see the what is the 53% of consumption is there for the RAM. So those things can be for unattended bots. So each of the machines can be individually calibrated and monitored here. Okay, so likewise, like if you want to go into deep, it's like huge topics, but to cover the simple as thing, to keep the thing simple, I'm just going to the insights again now.
Meanwhile, funny. There's a few questions that come up. Since you're in this page itself.
Yeah.
Um. Uh. ho- so the question is how to sign the designer role in the dashboard.
Yes, like yeah, once we have the full admin privileges of the insights, right? Let me go through here. So here this is insights. If I have the full admin privileges here, uh, there is an option here, the three dot button, where what we'd actually do is, if you are there should yes, see this is okay, got it. So here is a thing, like we have the manage access here. So here under this one, we can directly add users as admin. Okay, and since I am the admin here, so I can add a different can give the designer role, or I'm just trying to give all the roles here. And for the designer roles, in the sense we need to have a designer role in order to go to the template or the dashboard and then edit it, right? So this should be allowing to this should allow me to add a new dashboard here under my dashboards. Oh, this does not permit me to add because of the Yeah, this is not allowing that because I need to have the full permissions on this one to add myself. But to add here, yeah, I will definitely say you some of the things like here you will be getting an three dotted here once you have the designer option. Once you click here, you can copy this dashboard to when you copy this dashboard, this dashboard automatically you can copy from here to it will be displayed here. So from here, you can just go there and directly manipulate manipulate the analytics based upon your requirements. Okay, so in order to go through that one, I just want to play a video so that you know how comfortable how we can calculate the ROI calculations and customizations. So just out of the time, since I'm just bringing the video here.
Hi, I'm AJ from the Insights product team, here to introduce you to ROI calculations and customizations. Today, in covering our calculations and customizations, we will incorporate data from our custom columns and add it to pre-existing formulas. We will also combine process and queue information into these formulas, all within the ROI dashboard. Now, let's start working with our dashboards. So let's first talk about incorporating.
So this is the one which I told, these are all the dashboards. So what generally we do is, as a developer, we go to the UiPath templates when we have the privileges for copying that one, then automatically the same dashboard will be copied over here. So this is your dashboard. You can play around it. You can customize this one. Yeah.
Incorporating data from custom columns and adding it to a formula. You can add a custom column to a copied business ROI template or to an ROI dashboard that you created from scratch. Today, we will add a custom column to a copied business ROI template. So in order to get started, we will first need admin permissions in order to actually edit the ROI dataset. To navigate to the ROI dataset, we'll click the three dots and then click on Configure ROI Dataset. Here we can see our processes table, which details all of our process names, the manual time that it used to take a person to complete that process, and the hourly cost, which comes by default. We also pre-added the dev cost column as a custom column. And for today's example, what we will do is we'll add a custom column called number of full-time employees to the processes table so that we can calculate the time and money saved if more than one employee actually works on a given process. So in order to add a custom column, we can first click on the Add button, and then we can type in the name for that column. Then we can press Apply, and then we can press Yes. So now we will be able to see the newly custom column added with all ones by default. Here, we could say that if more than one employee worked on this specific process, we could alter that to reflect the number of employees that actually work. So maybe 2 people actually worked on the AmeriHealth reports, and maybe 4 people worked on the Aramark DU, and so forth. So then what we can do is we can save our added information to that custom column, and then use that within our actual formulas on a copied business ROI dashboard. So now what we'll need to do is actually navigate back to our dashboards. Because we have our newly added custom column, the next step is to actually create a copy of this business ROI template so that we can incorporate this information into our already predefined tiles. So in order to actually make a copy of the business ROI template, you will need ROI editor permissions. And then you can navigate to the UiPath Templates tab here and click on the Copy to My Dashboards. So what I'll do is I'll rename this to be Business ROI Copy, adding custom columns. And then I can press save. Okay, so now that we have a copy of our business ROI dashboard, we can modify the pre-existing calculations to also include our FTE custom column. So the next step is to decide which tile we actually want to edit. And so for this purpose, what I'll do is I'll add the custom column to our time saved tile. However, you can follow all of the steps here to add the custom column to any of the widgets shown on the dashboard. So what I'll first do is I'll navigate to the three dots here in the upper right-hand corner and click on Edit Dashboard. Then I can hover over the tile that I actually want to edit, click on the three dots, and then press Edit. Now that the data loads, we can see all of the different fields that are being used in order to calculate the time saved. You can see that this is all process specific. So all of our information is coming from the jobs and process manual values tables. So if I expand this, you can see that we employed the number of successful jobs and the total runtime in seconds for each specific job. And then in the process manual values, we can see that the process name is being used along with the total manual time that we saw that was entered into that ROI dataset table. Now, what we can do is we can add in our number of FTEs newly added custom column. And when I press run here, we'll be able to see the added information that we supplied in the configure ROI dataset detailed here in this data section. So you can see for that Amera Health Reports where we entered in that there were 2 employees actually working on that, that is captured here. So then our next step is to add this custom column to our already table calculations that are detailing the total hours saved for all processes. So what we'll have to do is we'll navigate to the In Use tab up here, where we can see all of the fields that are actually being employed previously. And you can see the custom fields here are at the top. So what we'll need to do is we'll need to add the number of full-time employees per process, and then we can sum all of those values to get the total hours saved for all processes. So because we need to enter in the time saved per process and add that custom calculation to this specific custom field, we will have to edit this particular field. So in order to do so, we'll click the 3 dots and then press Edit. And then here, we'll be able to see the already existing formula that details the amount of time saved per process. And you can see here that we just take the number of successful jobs and then find the difference between the amount of time that a person used to take to complete that job and the amount of time we've saved by automating that, and then converting those both to actual hours. So now, in order to add the custom column that we just added in the configure ROI dataset table, we can simply click into the formula where it makes sense and start typing number of FTEs, because that's what we actually named the custom column in the configure ROI dataset. We then can just click on that custom column to bring it into the new expression, and then add one more multiplication symbol so that our formula is actually updated to reflect that these jobs may have more than one employee working on them. And if they do, that will be multiplied accordingly. We can then press save. And then I will make sure to hide this number of FTEs from the visualization just as best practice to make sure that only our total hours saved for all processes is captured here. And now that we've added that custom column, we can then press save and see the newly updated value saved onto the actual dashboard. And again, this value is going to be different than the value that we see in edit mode due to the filters already pre-existing on this dashboard. And lastly, in order to save this, we can finally just press save to save the entire dashboard with the newly updated widget. Now that we've covered incorporating a custom column into our ROI dashboard, let's now focus on combining process and queue information into the ROI dashboard.
So that's all like how we actually configure a dashboard in a simple way. We can customize the dashboard based upon the formulas, based upon the what are the KPIs which we have, and it's a once we have the actual KPI metrics, what we are trying to achieve. So those all things can be customized within our dashboards. Right. So this is a simple demo, like how to do the ROI calculations based upon the formulas. So when I a slide, so this is a formula which we have. Uh, yeah, for for calculating the success percentage, it's a simple some formula which calculate in the back end what are the successful jobs to the number of jobs which the process have run. So saying like uh,
Oh, funny. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, this is great. This is really great. There's another question from Kyra. How long will the data be retained in Insights?
uh, that's
L-
what, like on the cloud it is automatically real. It's a real time data which we get, because
How
on
long
the
is the data retention?
data retention is I think there is no particular
Mm, so,
data
so
retention in
so
the sense
if
what
you
you
take it,
maintain. Say what you manage in the orchestrator. That's it. Data retention. You have a policy where in orchestrator table where you we have the 60 days policy of returning data to save the data in your orchestrator.
so
So
sorry to jump in here, Fanny. Basically, when we talk about the retention policy, by default, it's actually like a 2 years retention policy. However, let's say if you have a particular retention policy based on some compliance mandates, what we can do is we can actually work with support to actually see like if they're able to extend it. There are actually different platform tiers as well when we talk about retention. So UiPath Insights, for example, they're like basic. So this is the platform tiers that can be purchased. So I won't be talking about costs here and so on. But like by default, like platform tier data retention, like if it's basic, it's 2 years. If standard is 2 years. Advanced is actually 5 years. But as I've mentioned, if we are talking about specific compliance that is required, and one thing we can do is we can actually work with the UiPath support team to actually check if uh, if there is a way to actually extend the retention policy over time.
yes. So there are things here. Like when we install, if you are in the banking side, yes, insights like if you want to, if you are having the installation done on the on premise, yes, it's because insights is directly built on orchestrator. What are the orchestrator data which you have? What are the maintenance activities you perform on the orchestrator? Like you are archiving the data with the 60 days policy, retention policy. So those the same data which will be populated in the insights, means or in case of on-premise. But in case of cloud, it depends upon the customer to customer, like when because generally it should be an, yeah, whatever the period you mentioned over there, we need to reach out to the UiPath support team to handle those kind of queries.
That sounds good. Uh, yeah. Are there? Uh, I hope, Tara, that we've answered your question there. And earlier, Fanny already answered Aditya's question on the designer role in the dashboards. Yeah, this is very informative, Fanny. A lot of things. Uh, we thought we knew, like, we didn't know, especially for me. So this is very insightful for me. Uh, Yep. If there are any more questions, please feel free to type it in the chat. Um, yeah. We still have 3 minutes left. Uh, otherwise, if there is none, we can probably give back 2 minutes of your time. And once
Yeah.
again, Fanny, thank you so much for running the sessions for us.
Yes, yes. So meanwhile, I just paste the chart, the insights ROI calculation part, which is really helpful for everyone to tackle this to start building their own KPIs insights in the insights.
Yeah, this is great. You haven't pasted it though, so we're waiting for it to be pasted before I close the session.
Yes, yes, that's fine then. So you already pasted. If it's fine, then
You have not pasted it yet, Fanny. So
yeah, yeah, I'm just pasting that one. I'm just
okay, so
okay. So this is a
thank you.
yeah, ROI calculation customization. It's very informative and lengthy one, but it's very effective. Like if you want to know how many resources have actually FT employees have you have saved on the bot perspective, what is the calculation means work they have given, means how many resources have worked on particular process. Those all ROI calculations can be inferred in this one. Yeah.
All right, that's good. That's great. So yeah, thank you everyone for joining today's session, and looking forward to setting up another session to on our webinar that we can all be together. Thank you. Have a good day ahead.
Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Sim.
Thank you, Fanny.